Hi guys, I'm about to start my 2017 album, but before I do that, I thought I'd show you guys a few of my favourite bits and pieces. Now, these are by no means must-haves for project life, but they are the tools and things I use most often. First up is my corner punch. Now, this is it's maybe 15 years old. It's held together with duct tape. I think the brand is Carl. I don't even know if you can get that any longer. I also use the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher a lot, although I do struggle, as you can see here, with the staples. They're always jamming or falling out or running out in the middle of a spread, but I do use that a lot as well. A pair of scissors. I've got a couple of pairs, a short pair and a longer pair, but I'm not too super fussy with scissors, nor am I super fussy with glue, but I do prefer these tape runners. This one is, I think it's the Renoir is the brand. I get it from Spotlight here in New Zealand. I use a couple of different pens, so this is just a Pentel gel black pen. I use that most of the time, and if I need to write on a darker colour photo, I use the Sakura Jelly Roll pen. I don't often use coloured pens either, mostly just the black and white. And another thing I use on heaps of my pages is tags in various sizes and colours, sometimes even make my own. But those ones I just get from a variety of places. I do a lot of stitching, and to do that I use just this mat and sometimes the paper piercer that came in that Amy Tangerine stitching kit. It's really old, and actually the paper piercer makes really big holes, so more often than not I just use a drawing pin now. It makes the holes a lot finer. And my favourite thread is just white, although I have been enjoying stitching in colour a lot more lately. Printing wise, it's definitely not a must-have. That's the Fuji Instax SP1. I'm quite interested in getting an SP2, and of course I print all of my photos at home on a Canon MG3560. I just love the convenience of being able to print at home. Trimmers, I use this Fiskars trimmer. I don't love it, but it's the only one I've got, and I'm not prepared to replace it yet. I just mark on it with bits of washi tape on the generally sort of common used sizes that I use, so I don't have to try too hard. Some of my favourite embellishments are wood veneer, and as you can see I've got a fairly extensive collection. You definitely don't need all this. I'm actually only one of two. I have two of these containers, but I really love wood veneer in project life. It's not too fat to fit in a pocket. It just sits really nicely, and I love the neutral colour. Also, stamps. Stamps are my go-to all the time. These ones are all from Kelly Stamps, but I'll use whatever stamps I can get a hold of. I especially love alpha stamps. They're really handy if you can get a great size for project life cards, titles, and stamping directly onto photos. And as far as stamping goes, my two favourite black inks are the VersaFine Onyx Black and the Memento Tuxedo Black. Both of them do a really good job, and so does this Brilliance Moonlight White ink. I found that's the best for stamping onto darker photos. And I do occasionally use coloured inks, so some of my favourites are the Hero Arts Ombre inks and the Colour Theory dye inks. And if I happen to be doing any embossing, which doesn't happen often, only occasionally, I will use Versamark. Another type of embellishing I love is washi tapes. This isn't even half of them. I have all my small washies and all of my large washies. I'm a little bit obsessed, and I do have some fairly major cleanouts on a regular basis. Again, I love working with kits. I'm super lucky to be on some really great design teams, so I get my kits provided for me. So I love the Citrus Twist kits, and the Feed Your Craft kits in collaboration with Brandy Kincaid are gorgeous. I also very occasionally will grab a Studio Calico kit. So those are all my favourites. They're definitely, like I say, definitely not must-haves. You literally only need a photo and some paper and a pen to do project life. The rest is just the icing on the cupcake. If you want to keep watching, there's a couple more videos on screen. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!